Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Saints going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right near the 39.
Tighten up. Hey, flipper. Ringo. Switch. Spurs. Hey, flipper. Rhino. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Now a carry for the change of pace back. The rookie Tariq Cohen finding some room in midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Again, it's Cohen. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Shift together here from the D-line.
You got tight right there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Get there.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Hey, Rhino! Whatever it is! Yellow!
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Cousins now on 2nd down. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Blitz! Kill! Spurs! Switch gears. Leave it. Ringo, 48. No. Off. The hut. AD. 382. Liz 50.
Here's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and
versatility and showing those hands. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Amari Cooper, 82 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Six guy. Check six guy.
The hunt. Leave it. Ringo, 48.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Brooks Reed able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Throwing his Cousins. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, file it away, lad, file it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. He may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Did he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, just depending on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Zebra.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Check. Lucky. Bang. Blitz. The big boys came out to play.
Ringo, 48. Through.
Don't be mad.
Rhino.
This is more where I came
The
from.
hunt.
Throwing, Cousins. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Leave it. Ringo, 48. The hunt. 180.
They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Hey. We got 3 down.
300.
Check
2nd down, Cousins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Marcel Darius with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Spurs.
Now Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Watch tight end. Hey, guys, check me out. But we got to stand up.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Value 3.
He's crashing. He's crashing.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he is knocked down from the side. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Cut. Whoa.
Let's go. Motion.
Super 1. Maverick.
Twist. Watch the twist.
Now a 1st down throw. Wrong. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Hicks coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Man left.
Super. 20.
Hilton goes in motion right.
Kill.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trent Murphy in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Super 1. Super.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Geno Atkins in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays.
Fresno.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Yellow. The hot. Hey, flipper. Yellow. Check.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And tough starting field position here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey.
First. Got 4.
Hey,
Got
Steamer.
4 now. Check.
Back near the goal line, Cousins. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now Goff on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left.
Hey, kill.
Motion.
Super 66.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Being chased out left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Valley 52.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
12. Hardball.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Throwing on third. Goff. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Zebra.
Shift.
Wide. Leave it. First.
Time running out here on the play clock. Cousins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Watch out. All day, baby. All day. We coming all day. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, you've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Defense showing blitz.
Come on, let's go!
We got three.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Tight end right.
Here we go. 120. Hey, kill.
3 down.
Value 3.
25, check 25.
After the run, Goff going to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Strong right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The rookie from Tennessee, Derek Barnett. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Double tight.
The hunt.
Three down.
Cousins on first down. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Lucky 56.
Now
let's go. Gone.
Switch.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Forced out to his left. Looking deep for Hilton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Under crutch.
50. The hug.
Take four.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They'll bring a tight end in motion. On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's fielded at the 45. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
They run it here with Thompson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They send the tight end Davis in motion. Again, a run with Thompson. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Tight left.
Merlin, super.
Hey.
20.
Got three down.
Value 1.
Switch.
And he motions the wide receiver.
Check 43.
Gone. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Super.
Check 31.
On second down, here's Goff. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Vernon Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Lucky 50. Lucky 50.
Check 9. Check 9.
Hey, Ringo, 48. Through.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Check.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We call that a sack lunch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the team.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Geno Atkins in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Hey, kill. Horrible.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
Crash.
The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, kill.
Orange.
Kill.
Baby.
Goff now looking to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jarvis Jones in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Lucky 50.
He's checking. Crash.
Now they'll run it and throw it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Rhino.
Hey, yellow. Hey, Flipper.
Gronkowski. And first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Let's bring it.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Run. I got it.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Ringo. Under 10.
To throw, Cousins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Hey, flipper. Wide. Get wide. Quaker Omaha. Through. Hey, Oscar. Rhino. He's coming. We got double. Hey, steamer. Rhino.
Off the toss, Cohen. And he's got some space here. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure that no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
49, check 49. Black. Spurs. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Lucky 50. And then 50. Here we go. Check 37.
Play clock winding down. There's Marshall. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
Hey, can. Ringo. Bang. The Hut. Where's the Hut?
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
4 down. Yellow. Switch it. Come on. Shift. Hey, steamer. Lucky 50. Hey, yellow.
The play clock's running down. There's a quick give to Gronkowski, the fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
Super 1. 4 down.
Play action. It's gone. Escaping the pressure right. And he almost it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe he didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Three down.
Now gone. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Final minute now of the third quarter.
He's checking crash.
Now McKinnon.
Watch quick.
Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So it'll be first down here after the run. Here's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Denzel Perryman. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The throw on second down is gone. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And some room to work. Welcome back now here in London. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. So the offense has it first and 10.
Wide.
Check. Fresno. Showing eight.
They try again with Cohen. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Cousins now on second down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. Third down here.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
Quaker Omaha.
3 down.
Spurs.
Check.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Check 52.
Hey, flipper.
Hey.
Where's the hot?
Check 24. Watch 24.
Ringo. Spurs.
Slam.
The hot. Hey, 382. Liz, shift. Rhino.
On third down. That's Cohen. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, can. Black.
Check 13. Check
First.
13.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. He's got the tight end Harbor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Hey, watch it.
Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done. You heard it, and they did.
To throw is Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen.
Yeah, baby.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Check 25. Check 25. Watch the safety creep.
The hut. Zebra.
Switch.
Rose.
Watch the
Yellow.
shift. Watch the shift.
300.
Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift.
Rhino.
Now Cousins.
Under crunch.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
I'm coming back.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Rhino.
Tighten up.
Leave it. Ringo, 48. The hut.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. Second down, Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Sack City, baby.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Cousins to throw it.
Check safety.
He finds a man on a crossing route. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many
You don't want no
times.
problems. You don't want no problems with me.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Rhino.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
The hut. Ringo, 48.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Rhino. Hey, flipper.
Shift.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Okay, it was fourth down, but you still had time here in the fourth quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it in their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
Harbaugh.
Watch twist.
Mike 54, here we go.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Double tight.
White 20.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Off-play action. Here's gone. And he's going to go down again. Denzel Perryman in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go. Black 20.
You're on.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Looking deep for Hilton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And out come the Dolphins now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there. But totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
That's it, baby. Oh, yeah.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Watch tight end.
Dude.
Out.
The hunt.
3 down.
Hey, Oscar.
Check.
Black.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Dolphins on third down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9.
No.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Clipper.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Wide. The hunt. What is it?
Gabriel, the man in motion. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, we got 3 down.
The hunt. Lucky 50.
Check.
Hey, Clipper. Liz 50. Here we go.
He's checking.
Right
Crash.
through. Zebra.
Watch safety creeping.
Hey, Steamer. Hey, 382. Liz 50.
Under
Lucky
10.
50.
Under 10. 10.
Quicker, yellow.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
This is Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Rhino! Rose! Hey, Flipper! Hey, Can! Pacer!
Watch the edge!
Lucky 50! Steve Waker, Omaha!
Check 49!
Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the rookie corner from Iowa, Desmond King.
Check 37!
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Rhino! Hey, Flipper!
Oh, to the house!
Lucky 50!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Yellow! 180!
Lucky! Bang, 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 bang! Switch it. Come on, switch it.